Let's mod the Turnigy Evolution. Now, why do I want to mod it? I actually have two quads, one running the Turnigy Evolution, the other running the Tyrannus. The reason being is because I'm still waiting on those little receivers from Banggood, which I ordered like back a month and a half ago, and I still have not received them. Probably got lost, probably need to reorder some more. But until then, I'd like to mod this, and the reason being is because switching back and forth between the Turnigy Evolution and the Tyrannus, I've noticed that the tension on these, while okay and I can get used to by itself, when I'm switching back and forth, it's not as much tension as the Tyrannus, and I liked the tension. I liked it enough that I'm trying to figure out how to up the tension on these. I opened it up the other day and I noticed it had some screws in there that if tightened would actually tighten the spring. Now, I'm not sure if this is even the right size. We're about to find out when I open it up. But the size that the screws in here that were tightened, I had them tightened as far as they could go based on their 10mm length. And I noticed if I got a longer screw, I should be able to add even more tension to the spring. And so I ordered these little 1.6 millimeter by 12mm screws. I hope it's the right size. Eyeballing it right now. It's going to be close. I hope it's the right size. So let's find out. To open these up, it's actually pretty simple if you have the tools on hand. I'm going to use, if I can find it here somewhere, I'm just going to use this. To open it up, you just got to slide right up underneath, and these have little rubber points that just push right into the holes to hold. So stupid simple to open up. You do it on both sides, and you have access to all the screws. At that point, we're going to be going in and getting screw right there. These all unscrewed. This was already popping off for me the other day. You can open it up. Be careful opening it up because there are wires connected to the back panel, the back part of the controller. I'm going to go ahead and undo those. They just go right there. And get this out of the way. Won't be needing this. All that's on the back, if you want to take a look on the inside, it's actually just two simple things. It's your LED right here that lights up your joysticks, and then the controls for your switches on the back right there. And that's all the back panel consists of. The front panel has all the good stuff. Your batteries right there, your antennas running right up there, and then all the juicy bits elsewhere. And so what we're going to be looking at today is this screw right there, this one right there, and this one right there. So what these do, now I want you to pay attention to this right there. You see that little spring? That is your roll spring. And you may, like I noticed that when I first opened mine up, mine wasn't all the way tight. This little screw right there wasn't all the way tight. If you noticed, it is a little recessed right there, and that's how it was. And the tighter, the more you screw it out, the tighter that spring becomes. But it can only screw out so far. Reason being is you're not going to be able to see it right now, but there's a little bitty socket down there, and it's just, it doesn't have any threads, but that's where the screw goes down, the bolt goes down into, and that just, it just spins right there. And what it's doing is basically raising this little plastic piece up like an elevator. So it goes up and it goes down depending on what direction you screw. So if you can add a longer screw there, you can actually add more tension. Another thing is, if you don't have the correct screw length, I just thought of this, you could just put something down in that socket to give it a little extra height. That way the bolt's not going down as far, and that would probably do the exact same thing. So if this screw that I have, these new screws I have, if they don't actually fit, if they're not the right size, I'm probably just going to find some little plastic bit or a piece of 3D print or something I have laying around. I'm just going to stuff it down in the socket on this one, and this one. So over here, this one is for your yaw, the spring, if you can see it right there. So, oops, let's not tip the camera over. This is the spring, this is one spring, and then the, where'd it go? Oh, I gotta move it around and see it again. Oh, there it is. And then that spring right there. And I looked at replacing these springs, but I don't know what size this spring is, and finding these little springs seems very difficult. Same with these size screws. These screws are so small that I could not find them anywhere easily. I'm not even sure if I got the right size, so let's find out. All right, that's all the way out. Now let's take a look. Are they the same size? You know what? I may have nailed it finally. Let's put the bigger one in there, or the new one in there. This was only 12 millimeters. The original screw was 10, so it's only 2 millimeters more, but that should make a pretty good difference. Let's see if I can show you. All right, focus it. All right, so if you look right here, there, it's not flush anymore. Previously it was flush, now it's a little bit less flush. That is some noticeable. I can definitely compare it to this one. Comparing the two because I haven't changed it. That's noticeably stiffer right there. I like that. I would like it. I would like to be a little stiffer. So if you can find something longer than 12 millimeters, you might be better off. Like maybe 15 millimeters. I couldn't. 12 millimeter was the tallest I could find, and 1.6 millimeter or 1.6 millimeter by 12 was the best I could find. So what I might end up doing is adding a little piece of something down there to give me a little bit more height, because you have probably another 2 or 3 millimeters to play with. And so now I'm just gonna replace them all. All right, and there you have it. I've installed the new screws. This is definitely a lot more tension. I like it. I am comparing it to the Tyrannus though, so if you've never experienced the Tyrannus, this may not be that important to you. And let's see. It's still not as much tension, so maybe the 15 millimeter screw length would be preferable, or maybe if I can source the new springs that have more tension. But for now, I think it is an easy upgrade, and I'm gonna be happier with this than previous. It gave me about another 2 to 3 millimeters of tension. And the only other thing I'd want to change with the Evolution after almost 2 months of using it would be a way to mount a battery strap. As you see on the Tyrannus, they have this built in, and I experimented with replacing this switch because I don't use it for anything right now besides maybe a buzzer, but that is an important board in the Evolution, or at least it looks like an important board, and I don't want to mess with that to put a way to mount. So Hector Gonzalez of Northeast Dallas Speed Addicts, the multi-GP chapter here in my local area, came up with a great solution for getting a strap. All you're gonna need is 2 rat straps and a little key ring. And so what you're gonna do is you'll run the key ring through the 2 rat straps like so, and then you're going to run the rat straps through here. I'm going to go on either side of the middle row. And you'll have yourself a good center strap, or a good center mounting point for your neck strap. And there you go. Enjoy your Turnigy Evolution. These are a couple of the mods that I've done that I think you should do if you want tighter gimbals and if you'd like to run a neck strap. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, comment, let me know what else you want to see, and see ya!